Glad to have you with us from Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Two behemoth conferences, bragging rights at stake, the SEC versus the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns will kick off first, and here we go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got it behind the line. It's Stewart. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure going right. Left side, it's Marsh.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Red Evan on the RPO. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Fires to the right. can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's past the marker. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. At the 20. Touchdown, Michigan. He ran through 2 men on his way to the end zone.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arch Madness. Rush right in his face. Good job just to get rid of that one. They'll need a bunch on second down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Caught by Williams on the left. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Manning. Out wide right, it's Smothers. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide left, it's Lockett. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Well, everybody knew this guy was going to get his touches coming into this game, considering he's one of the better receivers in the country. And to start it off, the offense was actually looking the other way. They were looking for other guys to make big plays, but finally they got the opportunity. They were able to find some space to get their best receiver the football. And, guys, that's not going to be the last time. Defense has done a nice job taking it away from them up to this point. The question, though, can they keep it up?
Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Yeah, finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have, some form of spread, and then find those elite guys on the outside that can win those matchups for you and make those big plays.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. To throw, Manning. Oh, pressure's coming. Time timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Third and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Manning from the gun on third down. Finds his back in the middle. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorn. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. The extra point here would tie the game. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He's out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Gets it right back to the touchback position, and the offense will take over. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
Well, we know this running back's a playmaker, and he's a guy they want to get going early and often in this game.
Also, you can wear out those big defensive linemen by making them chase.
Yeah, I like the idea of going outside. You want to mix and match it between the tackles to the outside. Get these big fellas running east-west.
Sees some running room. Got the first down. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Some misdirection with the counter. Oh, he's got some space. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
I love this guy because he brings a physicality to this Michigan offense. Bo Schembechler would have loved this guy. He would have loved to jog a few extra tight ends on the field, get the QB under center, student body right, and give this guy the football. He would have fit in perfectly with his running style. Man, he is hard to bring down.
Caught behind the line. It's Marsh. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. They're working that left side. Across the 25, he's got room. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Trying to establish the run. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Looking for the edge. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep the...
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Michigan! And they take it in for 6 more points. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Texas offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Takes the handoff and he's going right. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Six-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's Arch to throw. Extending the play. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off. Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Today, an early season non-conference showdown here on EA Sports College Football, hitting the SEC against the Big Ten. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. Focus is going to be essential. Play by play. He understands completely that they have a big opponent coming in here next week, top 25. But this opponent in front of them today is not to be taken lightly. He wants to make sure his players are looking at them and understanding they have quality players too, and not look ahead to next week. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Wolverines ready to kick it away first. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Back in the old days when they used to kick it back and forth just to play defense, is that what we're doing here? A low line drive and not his best work. They drag him down, and good coverage that time by the special team. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play for his quarterback. That's a tough hombre.
Underwood. He's loose down the left side. To the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off.
Number 9 set to kick this one off.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Arch is going to throw for it. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week, this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Making the adjustment. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
This is is a team right now playing with tons of confidence because of how much their defense is dominating. Just look what they did the last time they took the field, and look what they're doing early in this game. They've got dudes flying around making plays. They are a tough unit.
This offense really needs to get something going. Punt on the opening drive, and now a 3rd and 10 coming up. They're all over it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Safe to say, this defense sets the tone for their football team. They were the reason they won the last time out, and they are putting the clamps down on their opponent early in this one.
Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got an alley. Breaks into the open. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
They were all over it.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys. Those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Throwing, Underwood. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Intercepted. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Throwing Manning. Left side, it's Bishop. First grab of the season for this highly talented freshman. They believe he's just going to get better each and every snap.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Look out. The throw. Right side, it's Wingo. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
Stepping to the right. Finds his man. It's Smothers. There he goes. Run out of bounds just before he could get it into the end zone, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
It's a really nice job by the quarterback that time, working through his progressions, because the running back was not the primary target on that play. You find the check down, though, and when you get it to that guy, if he's even got a little bit of room, he's got the wiggle and the speed, and he's going to make something really positive happen. He did right there.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's Manning to throw. Back's got it on the screen. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
This coaching staff is trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. Here comes the heat. And it's a sack.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Here's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a play by this defense. You got the offense backed up. You stay aggressive, break on the football, make a big play, and your offense is jacked up inside the 5-yard line with a chance to punch this in and get some points on the board.
A first down run in the red zone. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Longhorn! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Escapes the pressure to his right. Takes his shot. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They give it to him again. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and he just has 4 now on the season.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking for running room. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. As we get a look at some stats, this is the best start they could have hoped for. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. He's got it down the middle. There he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing blitz. Will they bail out of it? Under pressure. Tight end finds a soft spot. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy can't remember drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Underwood rushes on, and his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Rush right in his face. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on 4th down. Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Oh, he wants it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Arch Madness. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains.
Really good job hauling that pass in. You know, I know Texas is a place a lot of people think about great DBs, and they've had a lot of really good running backs, too. I think the receiver position is one, though, that they want to build a legacy around. This guy right here, he's really stepping up in this game today, and he's the guy that Longhorn...
Sprinting away! Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because
he's going to take a shot. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Going the other way, and he's got room. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking for a gap. It Smothers. Pass to 6. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
all right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Right back to the well. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Manning. Moving out to the right. He's going to take off. He's out of bounds after a short gain, and that'll take us to the 2-minute timeout. Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Oh, pressure's coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
So now on comes the field goal unit. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. He's got enough. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Throwing. Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Tackle is made at the 24. That's a first down for the offense.
The Wolverines come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. DB's right up on the receivers. Uh-oh, look out. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. Here's Underwood to throw. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
And man, oh man, I just don't understand what we're trying to do offensively. Like, last possession was your 4th pick, and coming out, throwing again. They've got to find some way to settle this dude down or settle his behind on the bench and find somebody else that can make some plays.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. It's good.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Number 92. Sets the kickoff.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To throw, Manning. They're all over him. Breaks loose. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Out wide right, it's Lockett. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with UL Monroe taking on the number 21 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Warhawks able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And that was a big objective for this defense coming into the game. Talking to coaches, we want to keep him in the pocket. We don't want him to use his wheels. He's fast, he's elusive, can make big plays. Nice job by the defense keeping him in the pocket and getting the sack.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down.
Well, they're trying to get